What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bro Tech Gaming Podcast. My name is Carlos. This is the homie Sean, and we are back. We are getting some consistency in, mostly like every couple weeks, once a month, what we're trying to aim for. But we are here, and we're gonna talk about some gaming news, some movie news, and just what's been new with us.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I have wanted to do a pod for like probably the last couple weeks because there's so much stuff that's dropped, like gaming related wise. So I think now is definitely a good time to get caught up on all that stuff. It was sort of like I went from, oh, there's really not a whole lot to talk about to like boom, like news, boom, news, boom. I'm just like, holy shit, we got stuff to cover right now. But yeah, you haven't been on since what, like a week before your birthday, right? So you want to catch us up on how things have been since your birthday, Mr. Carlos, the big 40.
40,
There you
bro.
go. Big 40? Big 40?
40 is crazy. I never thought in my dreams I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna celebrate my 40th birthday. Like,
You know, you're gonna die before 40.
no, but I mean, I don't know. I just thought I was gonna stay in my 30s forever, at least another 10 years. But yeah, like I tell people, I'm like, my 20s felt like they went by so fast, but I felt like I felt every year of my 30s. Like it really slowed down in my 30s.
I felt every year. What does that
I
mean?
felt every year. I mean, like my 20s, I didn't. I felt like I don't remember a lot from my 20s because I think I was just drinking a lot. So I felt like it went by really fast. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm not drinking as much. So it's like, yeah, I remember more.
I remember a lot of my 20s, bro. My 20s were the years that you corrupted me. I was just an innocent Asian boy until you came into my life.
You're welcome. And now look at you.
Your ways.
And now look at you. 2 PCs, a racing sim.
I know you see my little racing sim in the background. My little steering wheel.
Yeah. Yeah. So the birthday was good. My wife ordered a hibachi chef to come to the backyard, and we had all the family and friends come over. It was mostly just family. You and Michelle were like the non-family, but family.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. The food turned out pretty good, and then we did fireworks in the front yard, and then I passed out like at 10:30. I was just knocked out.
It was pretty chill though, man. But I'm starting to like you always do like something for your birthday. Like there's always like a theme or a plan, or you have some kind of like special event that you do. And I feel like with each year you have a birthday, like each one gets a little bit more mellow than the last one. So I guess that's just part of getting older, man. You know, recovery sucks too, dude. Like we drink, it takes like 3 days to recover from that shit now. So
yeah, so luckily I did beer mostly the whole night. So I started drinking at 5. As soon as the first person got there, I was like, all right, I can start drinking. So it's about like 4:30, almost 5. And then so after we did the fireworks, it's probably like 9:30. I started doing shots of what do you call it,
the buzz balls, the freaking like bowling balls.
Yeah, just like water following it into the mouth. And then I went inside, I sat at the table, and then I guess I was falling asleep, so I just got up and went to bed, like clothes on and everything, just took my shoes off and just like fell into bed.
Who's got time for anything else anyways, man? Honestly, dude, I don't even know why buzz balls became so popular again. Like they kind of like were a thing when like we were younger. It was like it was the buzz balls and the Four Locos. Now it's just like buzz balls are just back and everywhere, and they're massive. Like when did buzz balls become the size of bowling balls? Like that's crazy. Like you get them like at Costco now and Sam's Club. Fucking bulk of buzz balls.
Yeah, like so I had bought one, and then Maria and Gio gave me one, like a full one, and then I think Stephanie had given me one too. So now I just got 3 of them sitting over there in the corner, and they're all like half empty.
Yeah, for sure. Good times.
Yeah, they can be good times, but they do have like a long lasting hangover.
Hmm.
I felt like if I didn't drink that, I would have woke up fine.
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably figure that out more as you get older. There, like you even if you just like have a beer, you're thinking to yourself like, okay, like is it worth it right now? Like, do I actually want to do this right now?
That was me Wednesday night. Like I still had work the next day. And I got on the game. I was playing Battlefield. And I was like, you know what? I got some cold beers. Let me, crack open a couple.
Yeah.
And then after the second one, I get this thing where I'm just like, I still want to keep drinking, but like I have to go to bed. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, other than that, man, I mean, I know that was only a couple of weeks ago. Like anything new, anything exciting happened with you in the last couple of weeks since your birthday?
Nope, literally nothing. Just
Nice.
work, work, coming home, video games, and rinse and repeat.
Any gaming, anything different with gaming? Like we played a little Battlefield yesterday. We actually won a game. You've been playing a little bit of Rivals again since they had the beach drop.
I didn't even start playing it because of that. I was just like, so when was it? I think it was Friday night or Thursday night. It was Thursday night. I got home and I was like, damn, like I don't want to, I didn't feel like playing Battlefield. So I was just kind of going through my catalog of games and I seen I still had Street Fighter. So I was like, oh, let me get on Street Fighter for a little bit, like see what's cracking. And I was playing the computer. I beat the game like super quick, and I was like, all right, let me go online to see who's online. And these are like the sweatiest motherfuckers. I can't believe that there's still people on the Street Fighter like online. And it was like every game I got into, it's just like I couldn't even move, dude. I was just getting like comboed up and down. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
like juggles, bro. Like the juggles and like super combos.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, this isn't fun anymore. So I was looking, I was like, ooh, Marvel Rivals just finished the download. Let me try it out. And I started playing ranked, and I have to go through like 12 placement like ranked games. So it took me 2 days to get through that. And I started off in silver 2. Like all that just to put me in the last like ranking anyways. It's just like just put me on the bottom and let me like work my way up from like was it like bronze? So I
Mhm.
skipped one rank. So but
That's
yeah,
kind of how Apex used to be for me.
yeah, I legit have not played Apex in a while.
I'll have to reinstall it one of these days because like I uninstalled it because it was acting up with like three of my games. So we had like three games that use the same anti-cheat. So Fortnite, Apex, and Arc Raiders all use the same anti-cheat system. And for some reason, they all started conflicting with each other where I would get like nasty, stupid stutters. And I couldn't figure it out. So I just like uninstalled all three games. And then like I wasn't really playing a lot of it anyways. Like really, it was at the time where we were playing a lot more Arc Raiders. So I was like, okay, like I'll just reinstall Arc Raiders. And I was like, okay, this is actually running really smooth. Like, okay, let me install Fortnite because they had some kind of oh, they had the Overwatch crossover. They had the Overwatch crossover from Fortnite, so I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I'll at least play it for some like Overwatch skins. So I got my my diva skin because that's my main. I'm a diva. Um, and then I was just like, okay, this is actually pretty smooth. And I'm just like, I haven't installed Apex yet because I'm just like, do I want to install Apex, bro? Like, do I care about Apex anymore? I don't know that I do anymore. So
Yeah, I can say that I don't. I I think it's on like season like 40 or something like that. Something crazy.
bro, I don't even know. So the last time I like played it, I think is when they released Conduit. Like Conduit was the last I guess legend they released, and the only reason why I cared is because Conduit was Filipino, so she was like a Filipino legend. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. They're trying to be inclusive with different cultures. And then I think they've come out with what three? I think they've come out with three legends since Conduit, which is probably like 2 years ago now. And like I don't know, bro. Like it's just getting too complicated. Like every legend is some kind of like a recon, like wall hack specialist. Like it kind of started back when they had Seer. Like Seer was sort of just like the new Bloodhound. Like everybody was shifting over to Bloodhound. But then they came out with what's his name, Fuse. And then Fuse had that thing where he could like drop the ring and like ping people. And it's like every legend after the fact had some kind of like wall hack mechanic attached to every single legend. And like now when you play Apex, like you don't even need to be able to look for people anymore. Like if you have like any kind of like scope, like a 1x or a 2x, like you can see their like little red like outline running around. I'm like, when the hell did they do that, bro? Like I'm like, okay, it's cool. Like I know where everybody is now, but isn't that part of like making it a BR is like trying to be tactical and like not know where your enemies are? It's like, no, bro, I can see you across the map. Like I'm just waiting for the circle to close. So I feel like I don't know. Like I don't know who they were catering to with those type of mechanics, but it's sad because I still really like Apex, but I think it's more of a nostalgia thing for me now.
Yeah, that's funny because they do come out with all these legends that are like high tech, sophisticated, and I'm still over here running Octane, who just runs fast and jumps far.
No, man. Octanes and Wraith mains all day, bro. I'm still a Valk main. That's my girl.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I think I did a lot of time like on each legend. I know I was heavy on the one dude with the gas. I can't remember his name.
Caustic.
Yeah, Caustic, dude. I was running with him for a long time, dude, and I felt like I got really good with him. And then like you just switch it up. Like I was the girl with the sniper with the bat for a while. And yeah, I think that's the good part of that game is that they have so many legends that you can like you don't feel like you get bored of playing the same thing every time.
Yeah, and I don't think the problem is necessarily the gameplay. Like the gameplay is absolutely fine. I think the issue is just I think it's more community related. Like I felt like they started catering way more to the sweats. Like they started catering to like the streamers and like the ALGS leagues and all that shit. And it's just like, okay, well, what about the casual players? You know, like what about the players that just want to hop on, have fun, and not sweat it out? And I feel like they could never figure out like a middle ground somewhere. You know, like everything was just about like a ranking, kill feeds, like super sweaty competitive, and it's just like, okay, I mean that's cool when you're in the mood for it, but like sometimes I just want to play, like get a few kills, have fun, and hop off. I feel like it was missing that like for a long time. So I don't know. It's also an EA brand, so like EA has a reputation, you know.
It do.
Yeah.
It's not really good all the time.
No. And then besides that, like I haven't really been playing a lot of video games. I've been getting into some other shit. I've been getting into some card. I've been getting into Magic cards. I've been playing Magic the Gathering, bro. It's bringing back memories from my childhood.
Who are you playing it with?
Well, okay, for real, I got Michelle to buy some decks that we can play each other with. So I didn't know that that was gonna happen. It was kind of like, so my coworker, like he got married and then he like went all in on Pokemon. Like he was talking about like all the Pokemon drops. He was talking about like Chaos Rising, Ascended Heroes, and like all that stuff. And that was the one thing that I never really got into, was like all the you know, the rare Pokemon cards and all the drops and everything. But then there's also drops for Magic the Gathering too, for all the new cards. So the cards for Magic aren't as high value as Pokemon, but there's still a lot of people in Magic that still play the game too. So he got me interested in wanting to play Magic again, and then I found out that there's like a lot of like fucking expensive cards that are also with Magic, and now they're doing like the Marvel crossovers. So you could pull or like rip a pack for like a Doctor Doom card or something that's worth like $500 or $600. If you get the Mind Stone, it's like $1,200. I'm like, damn, bro, there's like a lot of expensive ass cards in this, but I've actually been kind of just getting into it to play again. And then I got Michelle interested in it too, so now she has a deck and we're actually gonna play against each other one of these days. But it's like, it's so fucking complicated, bro. Like somebody like me that started playing Magic 30 years ago, the rules have evolved so much, bro. It's just crazy. Like it's crazy to explain it to people that have never really played Magic before, because even like the old school Magic was kind of complicated. But because of the world we live in now, where it's just like ADHD and like everything's like super fast paced all the time. Like they just keep stacking more and more rules and abilities and shit to it, you know. Um, so yeah, that's all I'll say about that right now. But I've been getting into Magic the Gathering again, and I'm kind of excited. It's been fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
You go to the card store like every time after Portos to go there
dude.
and like
Yeah,
scope out cards.
that's our run, bro. Like we'll do Portos, we'll do the card store, and then there's a gun store next to the card store, and then we'll wrap and go over to IKEA, and then we go home. So we make a whole like rotation out of it whenever we go to Portos. It's been kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't been to IKEA in a while. It's because I feel like I get so many ideas that I want to do, but I don't have the space for it.
Mm.
Like I want to get like new shelves and stuff. You see all the shelves for the bobbleheads.
Yeah.
I am gonna need more shelves because I know I'm gonna get more bobbleheads, so I'm
Mhm.
running out of room.
I mean, they've got a few new like wall and storage accessories now. Like they've introduced more like a variety of bookshelves and like wall mounted storage and everything. So I'm trying to figure out what to do in my room because like I finally cleaned my closet out where I can actually mount shelves and shit inside of it because I pulled all my video games out of storage and they're just like chilling in boxes now. And you know, we can get into it later because I'm going to cover that when we talk about some of our news segments. But like, I have a lot of physical media that I would like to showcase. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that
Yeah.
in my room.
See mine, this side over here.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys.
All my Blu-rays have been in my closet forever, and I finally got a little bookshelf to put them on.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I need. I need something like just some bookshelves. I want to put it all in my closet so I can display everything, like, you know. But yeah, I'm ready to get into some of the news if you're ready, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's start off. Let's talk about like one of the big talked about things that happened a few weeks ago. I mean, these are going to be all kind of big topics, but let's start with the Steam machine. So just a little context. So Valve Studios, you know, they came out with the Steam Deck, very groundbreaking. Not the most powerful technology, but it served a purpose. I very much love my Steam Deck. But they kind of wanted to get into that sort of couch gaming console space. So they've been in development or had developed what is called the Steam machine. It's supposed to be like a simple, like plug and play, PC accessible, like Steam focused machine that like if you just want to be casual, you don't want to build out a big like giant tower. This thing is like small. It's probably honestly due to I was looking at my my old GameCube, and it's about the same size, if not smaller than my GameCube. So all that to say, I think the product is cool. I think the type of person it serves is cool. It's slightly less powered compared to like a PS5. It's weaker than a PS5. The kicker, right, is this thing is $1,059 base with 500 gigs of storage, and it does not even come with a controller. But they want you to eat up a little over $1,000 for this thing for something that's slower than a PS5, mind you. PS5's been out for like 6 years now, just to play a Steam library. And they want it to be like plug and play, simple to use, which like it's not really the case because it's still a PC. It's more PC than it is console at the end of the day. So I want you to share, Carlos, like what you think about the Steam machine first and foremost.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. I mean, obviously, but dude, $1,000 for like a very like entry level like PC like is crazy. And I don't know, like I don't know who this caters to. Like people have consoles, people have PCs. Like this kind of it doesn't do better than either of them. So like it's kind of like a switch, kind of like it's just but at least like Nintendo, like they know their audience. They know that they're not gonna come out with like like game changing graphics and stuff like that. Like I don't even think they talk in the Switch game. So um yeah, I don't know. The price for only 512 gigs, no controller, $1,050 is crazy.
I mean, to be realistic too, like I kind of assumed like before we had the whole like RAM apocalypse shit that happened, I think that if this was around like $600, maybe $700, I'm like, okay, like that's not terrible, you know, like understanding what you're getting for the money, understanding, like I'm all about the value, you know, like tell me the value that I'm paying for and I can get behind it. I just don't see where the value is. The only reason why people want this thing, or the only reason why people are defending it, is just like, oh well, the form factor, you know, like nobody wants a big giant like tower PC next to their television set. I'm like, bro, you can build small form factor. I mean, like look at Michelle's fucking box right there. That alone is more powerful than the Steam machine. I built that shit 3 years ago. I mean, yeah, it's like it's kind of big, but it's no bigger than like having a subwoofer like next to your TV set. I can do everything on that the Steam machine can do and more, because it's got operating systems that I can install, and you can build that shit smaller. The components I can put into a smaller case. So people online defending the Steam machine, being like, "Oh, the form factor. Well, it's a Steam. It's plug and play." It's like, bro, you guys are fucking like gaslighting the shit out of the community. Like, you guys are paid shills, bro. There's no way. I don't know any like logical person that looks at the Steam machine and says, "Oh, this is great value." You know? "Oh, well, this is really good for the money." It's like, no, dude. This is terrible. This is a stupid product, and they never should have came out with this shit. It's just strictly for profits, and it's greed. They even admitted that when they manufactured it, they never intended to manufacture it at a loss, which is another big difference between, like, say, consoles like Xbox and PlayStation. When they make the consoles, they intend to make that at a loss, because they make all their money back on the software. They make all their money back on the accessories. Like, Steam profits 100% from their like Steam library. Like, I think they still have to give like a little bit of money to like studios and publishers and distributors, like the PlayStation games, for example. Like, I think there's a percentage of that has to go to PlayStation. Once they cut that off to like different developers and studios, they keep 100% of whatever's left over. Like, that's all going back to Valve. So I don't know, man. Like, I could probably do an entire episode just shitting on the Steam machine. I'm not going to. I just think it's a bad product for the price. I'm not saying that the hardware is bad, because I think it's great that they can make, like, you know, small form factor like gaming machines. I just think the price is shit, and the fact that you don't even get a controller, it's like you still have to pay extra for a controller. It's like, you could tell that they're just trying to squeeze money out of people.
Definitely. I do have the prices up right now. I can give you guys prices, and I'll also throw it on the screen for you guys. So a 512 gig storage, no controller, base model is $1,049. 512 gig storage with the Steam controller bundle. They call it a bundle because it comes with the controller. $1,128. Next here is a 2 terabyte storage, no controller, $1,350. And then the last one is a 2 terabyte storage with the Steam controller bundle, $1,428. $1,500 after tax.
That's crazy, bro.
For a console based. That's crazy.
Like, I actually put together, like, I love putting together like builds on PC Part Picker, just to see if I can like always build something for the same or cheaper. I could build a Steam machine equivalent PC for like $600. 600, like, it's not on the newest generation hardware, but it doesn't really have to be if the performance in gaming is going to be the same. And I could build a Steam machine better for $600. Maybe not on the same form factor, obviously. It's just okay. Like I said, like who's buying it? Like, who is this for? Like, somebody that can like put a little like a decorative thing on their shelf and say like, ooh, that's my Steam machine, you know? Like at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit about that, dude. Like look at our PS5. Like that thing is fucking gigantic. Like we don't give a shit. We just want to play our games. I don't know, bro. I'm I'm done talking about it unless you want to talk more about the Steam machine.
No, we can move on.
Okay.
I mean, we can move on to another console.
Yeah, so I mean, since we're talking about corporate greed, let's go ahead and move into like the PlayStation announcement that they are going to completely stop producing physical discs after 2028. This one hit. This one kind of like hit gaming news like a fucking nuke, bro. Like when they announced this, the entire world just went nuts. Like PlayStation's getting trolled on every single social media account. They're getting roasted. People are not happy that they're completely moving away from physical media. So you go ahead and go first, Carlos, with your thoughts.
Yeah. So when I first heard it, I thought it really sucked. You know, us being like, I guess like old school, we like to keep the physical media just the cases, just to show it off on a shelf, even though we have to like box it up and drag it around every time we move somewhere. But it's still like, it's still nice to have like a protective case with the disc that you can just play anytime. You know, once it gets into digital, you kind of come into this area to where like you're not buying the game anymore, you're just renting it, because once they take that game off of their catalog, it's gone and you don't get your money back. So I would say that's the main problem with them going not having physical discs anymore, because they're not actually going to be selling the games, they're just going to be renting them out.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be lowering prices. So it's like, you know, we were paying that price because of the physical like component of it, distribution and stuff like that. But now that they're taking that out, we're still paying the same price, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, so big thing for me is like there's two major things about it that bothered me the most. Like I wasn't the type of person that went out and just bought every physical game. Like I admit, like I primarily play on my digital downloads, like whether it be Steam, whether it be like PlayStation discounts in the store. I think the last physical game I bought was Ragnarok, like God of War Ragnarok, which was like over 2 years ago. But it doesn't mean that I don't prefer physical media. Like if there's a game that I want, I'm just like, yeah, like I'm gonna buy it because I want to have it like on my shelf, you know. Like if it's a game I give a shit about. Same with movies. Like if there's a movie that comes out and it's just like, man, like that was so good, I want to buy that on Blu-ray. Like there's a choice for me to do that and have pride and passion about my purchase. You remove that entirely, you're completely gutting the secondhand market now. So you know, I can't be like, oh man, like I really like this game, like I want you to play it, like here, take my copy. Like I can't do that anymore. It's creating market manipulation now, because now that you don't have that secondhand market with discounted pricing, like PlayStation can just like fix the price of whatever they fucking want to now. And if you don't want to buy that game outright, then you can pay for a subscription service. It's like, well, if you buy into our like $45 a month subscription service, you can play all the PlayStation games you want. Like you don't have to buy the physical copy, you know. And I think that's really what they're trying to do is, you know, they want to monopolize the market for themselves. They want to get rid of secondhand distribution, and they want to be able to set the price no matter what. And I mean, I feel like Xbox was already trying to do this before. Like they made a big deal out of it. Like when the Xbox One came out, they were just like, oh, well, you know, you're not going to be able to distribute your physical game to like other people because they have to like log in with a code and it's going to be attached to like a login. And then people are furious about that shit. They're like, fuck that. That's anti-consumer. You're controlling the market. And then everybody was like praising PlayStation, which is like, yeah, see, PlayStation is not doing that. But now they're all doing the same thing. And I think that's probably what's most disappointing about it, man. Like I look at my you know, library of all my physical games, and they just bring back so much like memories and joy. And like now moving forward, you're just stripping that away. Like I'm not going to have that feeling anymore of having like going to the store and then like anticipating like going home and like opening it and like plugging it in. Like there was just something about that that you can't emulate that if I just like click a button like download. Like cool, like I'm gonna go like take a shower like while it downloads. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence a little bit because it's like, yeah, like we don't really buy physical copies, but I liked the choice that came with it. I feel like this is going to shift the entire market. This isn't just PlayStation. Like it's going to be the entire market now that this is affecting. So I just don't feel good about that like level of market manipulation and just corporate greed. I think it's just corporate greed at the end of the day.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's not going to stick.
Mhm.
I feel like they're going to go back on their word, and they're going to be like,
people
well,
keep calling them, bro.
yeah, I mean, I think that's what we have to do. We have to bully like these companies, and because when it comes down to it, we're the ones giving them money. So if we're gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna give you guys money anymore, they're gonna be like, oh shit, let's we gotta walk that one back.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I really hope they do, because like even though like we don't buy like physical games, and it's just because like PlayStation hasn't come out with anything like worth buying. But say okay, like Wolverine's gonna come out, we're gonna get that. Say like a new Last of Us comes out, definitely getting that. The new God of War, the spin-off, maybe. I'm not too sure about that. I was gonna tell you, I did watch the like the gameplay on it, and it looks like they just like reskinned Kratos, and then they gave her like a bunch of like new like moves. I was like, damn, this shit looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I
It's
mean the
just like,
thing is though, like I think that was just gonna be DLC. So like even without all this stuff, to me that was gonna be a digital download because like okay, it's just DLC. Like it's just something to add on to like God of War, like that I already have, and like that's totally fine. I think it's just like the major releases and exclusives where I'm just like, well, fuck, I would have bought that physically if they were gonna do it, you know?
yeah. Also, we talked about in the last podcast about Rockstar, you know, saying that Grand Theft Auto was gonna have what do you call it, pre-orders were gonna go up on Friday, back on the last podcast, and then they came out saying that it was gonna be digital only, and I feel like that kind of like snowballed. But I'm pretty sure that Sony already had this like in the works
I think
before
so.
Rockstar announced it. But you know, like I was excited to go do a pre-order. You know, I was gonna go to Best Buy and get it, and then they announced that it's digital only, and then I was just like, oh well, I mean, there's no rush now. Like I can just wait until the servers go up like the day before, go buy it, go pre-order it, like pre-install it, and then when the game comes out, I can just play it. So it kind of took the fun out of that, because I remember going to like midnight releases for like Grand Theft Auto 5. I think me and Julio went to the mall for that one. I think like Vice City, we did like a GameStop like midnight release, and they're taking away all these like memories that could be for like the younger generation. You know, like core memories like I have for midnight releases, and that's just gonna be gone. They're just gonna be sitting in front of their console at 9 p.m. ready to play.
I know, man. They're like how exciting. Yeah, and I mean, I can't imagine too how this also affects retail markets as well. Like, you know, having a whole bunch of people, a whole crowd, like stand out in front of your Best Buy store. It's like, you know, maybe they're not in there to buy anything except the game, but maybe there's people that do, you know, okay, well, let me pick up a few extra things since I'm here, you know, like there was something about like bringing customers to your business just to promote the game. Like there was a lot of marketing that went into it, and I understand there's cost that's involved with things like distribution, but at the end of the day, from what I understand, like it doesn't really cost PlayStation that much money to produce physical copies and market it out. You know, like if they're trying to cut costs, like this is pennies to the dollar that they're trying to save, that like I said is just going to completely shift the landscape of what releases in video gaming looks like. GameStops aren't going to be selling games anymore. Like I go into GameStop now and I'm looking for Pokemon cards. I'm looking for Magic the Gathering cards. Like they're completely shifting their demographic to tabletop games and collectibles now. They even have a retro section on their back wall that they haven't had in years. They haven't done retro gaming stuff in years. And I feel like everything is going to end up shifting that way to stay relevant because like, okay, well, like we're not going to be able to sell you guys any games anymore that come out. Like here's a download card, you know, here's some PlayStation money that you can upload onto your account. Like other than that, dude, they kind of have to shift the way they sell now because they're not going to have physical copies to resell to people.
Yeah, so Grand Theft Auto is gonna have a case, but it's just gonna have like a code inside, which I mean,
Okay, I'll just print a case. I'll just get like my Blu-ray cases and just put a skin on it, you know?
yeah, that is
Like, what's the
true.
point, bro? What's the point?
So I've heard different perspectives on this. Like if it was just Grand Theft Auto that was doing this, and it was for only like the first like month or two they were doing the digital only, I would understand because you know games do leak. You know some games do fall off the back of the truck, and you know people get their hands on them early, and you know it I don't want to sound like hypocritical, but it kind of sucks if that happens. Um, if you know, you know.
You know.
But yeah, so I would completely understand if that happened. You know, they're trying to not have that happen, and I would have been okay with it. You know, if they would have came out with the digital like $60, and then maybe like a month or two later do like a physical copy for like regular price, and like I would have been okay with that. You know, I would have got the digital, and then like maybe like during Christmas or something I would have got the physical just to have the physical.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that they still do that, but there's no like official word on that. And I was really hoping for like a collector's edition also, and there's nothing on that. All they have is like a regular version, and then they have like a upgraded version where you get like skins and like access to cars and like haircuts and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get, but I don't feel like it's worth it.
Like download, like here's an extra $60 to get a fresh haircut. Um,
Yeah,
that's actually a good point because I was gonna bring that up too. How you know, like we used to get excited for collector's edition bundles that actually came with something tangible, like it came with like an art book, or it came with like a medal.
steel
Like dude, like
case.
I look at all my collector's edition games that we got that are like Gears of War, Halo, Capcom versus Street Fighter. They all came with something like a metal case, an art book, a statue, you know, like documentation that gave you backstory on the game that they don't talk about. Like those are all like really cool things that helped add value to that. And it's just like, I mean, maybe at minimum they can still do that. Like if you really care about buying like something special for the game, like maybe have like a collector's bundle, but then it's just like, okay, well they can set the price on that too. Like, okay, well $200. You can have $200 to get this like this little pin that comes out of the case. So I don't know, man. It's just at the end of the day, it's just all kind of like just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, you know?
Yeah, so I'm not as excited now for the pre-order. I guess not excited at all because now I could just go the day before it uploads on the server and just pre-order it.
Pre-upload, bro. You could do the pre-download now.
Well, yeah, like you don't even have to go to the store.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Which is fine for DoorDash. Not for my video games though.
Yeah. So I mean, we can stay on topic with God of War. There's some news on the show.
Sure. Yes, let's go ahead and shift to God of War. So we all kind of were highly critical when they cast Ryan Hurst as Kratos. Originally, I wasn't upset about it until I saw like the I guess you call it production photos or like teaser production photos. It looked like whack cosplay. Like we found out that like his head was a straight up wig or a cover
A
because like
cap.
he has some kind of thing where he can't cut his hair. So we just kind of felt like we were just getting trolled with all this God of War stuff. And then come to find out recently, apparently Ryan Hurst during filming, which they've already supposedly completed like a few episodes. He ended up having like a severe injury on set, like a torn bicep, I think it was, while he was filming, which is terrible. You know, I don't wish like injury on anybody or any actor just because we're not in approval of like who the casting choice was. It still kind of sucks. But now that leaves an opportunity for them to recast Kratos because they said themselves that there's not enough time between production for Ryan Hurst to be able to recover and then have them hit their deadline. So they have to recast Kratos in the God of War series. So thoughts, Carlos?
I mean, there's a couple things that come to mind. Maybe he's not really injured and he's just he didn't like all the backlash and he was just like, you know what, deuces, y'all, I'll find somebody else.
Pretty extreme. I feel like it's pretty extreme.
Yeah, but I mean, it could happen. Like all the backlash that it got from just like production pictures, like it's not gonna make it any better once it actually comes out and he still looks the same. And you can tell that he's wearing a bald cap and he's not like ripped as Kratos is in the game, you know.
Yeah,
Like is he
and I
gonna
think
get like
I think too, like there's different Kratoses, right? Because you're talking about how like, well, what if they do a flashback? Like they can have a younger Kratos and an older Kratos, but they still have to be kind of jacked at the same time. Like the younger Kratos would be definitely more ripped. The older Kratos, even in comparison to the games, he was definitely like jacked and muscular. I wouldn't say he was as ripped as the younger Kratos, but there's still a certain level of stature that you have to convey when you're talking about Kratos, the god of fucking war. You know, like we don't want him to look like a deadbeat dad at the same time.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Drake when Drake is like chubby but still had a six-pack. It's like, bro, that's not real, bro.
Yeah. So I guess with that being said, like I'm curious if there's any casting choices that you feel would be like a suitable replacement for him. Like I could only assume that they've seen and heard all the feedback, and you would hope that Amazon's like, okay, like let's maybe do a little bit better with this casting instead of going backwards. Instead of casting Bella Ramsey or Elliot Page as Kratos, all the trolls that you've sent me.
It's just so funny. Like they have a picture of Bella Ramsey with like the red stripe like over her eye and like in the cosplay. I'm just like yeah, obviously it doesn't work, but then like imagine it does happen. It's like
So funny.
we went from like bad to worse. Well, like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, but I do see like pictures of like potential people that they will like do like a mock-up. Like they had like The Rock or like Batista, and it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Hurst kind of like had like he had the beard, he had the hair cap which kind of like killed it. I honestly don't know like who would play a good Kratos, because
Yeah.
there's nobody that really looks like him as far as like height and like build. So it's just I mean, unless they get like a unknown actor that like actually like looks like him, I mean, we're still gonna be complaining because it's gonna be like, oh, who is this guy? Like, can he really like, you know, carry the show with not much experience and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing with like The Last of Us. They show like all these Ellie like cosplayers and they look just like her, you know. But then it's like that factor of like, oh, but she can't act though. So like, yeah, you're gonna get like somebody that looks like her, but is gonna be horrible at acting, you know. So it's like you gotta pick your poison, kind of.
Yeah, I kind of thought about that too, because I'm just like, there's some people where I could look at them and be like, man, like they would make a great Kratos, you know. Like I look at guys like Triple H, like Triple H already looks like Kratos, and you know, give him a few months in the gym, like put him on some steroids and PEDs, and like he'll be in shape in no time to play Kratos. But then like but he can't act, which, you know, relatively speaking, like Kratos doesn't have to do a lot in the show. Like he says a few lines to Atreus. He needs to be able to say like boy, like really convincingly. But it's mostly him just like moody broody, not saying a whole lot and grunting. But there's still a lot of emotion that's conveyed in the eyes, and I don't know if they can pull that off with somebody that doesn't have a lot of acting experience. I was thinking about guys like I thought about Batista too, but I don't think Batista has like quite the look of Kratos. Which I mean, like to be fair, like Kratos is supposed to be Greek. Like the Greeks don't look like generic, like Norse people. Like he's supposed to be a Greek god, not a Norse god. So I mean, Batista has probably more of that look, realistically, ethnic wise, than what they're trying to portray with Kratos. But then I was also looking at maybe Jason Momoa. I was looking at like Alan Richardson, like their Jack Reacher guy. Like he's got the stature, but I don't know if he's got the look, the facial look of Kratos. So I don't know, man. Like it's like you said, it's probably gonna be kind of an unknown person that's willing to take on the role. That like I hope they at least get the look right. I think at minimum, I rather they get the look right versus cast somebody that just has, big acting chops at the end of the day. So I guess we'll just have to see when they announce it. I think people are going to be paying a lot of attention to it, though.
Do you know when that show is actually supposed to air?
No, not really. I think they were, if they were already like 4 episodes in with filming, I think they were supposed to be done by August of next year. I think it was supposed to be like August of 2027. So, because I feel like we just got news of Ryan Hurst being cast like in like March or April. So they were already going ham, dude. Like these studios don't fuck around when it comes to hitting deadlines. They put shit out so quickly. So I don't know. Like we'll probably know pretty soon like who they're casting as Kratos. I'd say within like the next month they'll probably figure it out because they still have to hit a deadline. But they got to refilm all the old stuff that they did with Ryan Hurst before he got injured. So that's going to be already a time crunch for them.
Yeah, but I mean, mostly just all of his scenes, and then whoever was in the scene with him. So I mean, they've done that other times in movies, like Back to the Future, and it came out better than what they had previously recorded. So there is hope that it will be better.
I mean, you would think so, but I mean, I don't know how exactly they wanted to portray the show. But if you remember the video game, if you think about like just God of War, like the new God of War video game, it was kind of done in one cut. Like they didn't like cut scenes. They didn't like shift like to other characters. Everything was always done through Kratos and Atreus's perspective. So if they try to honor that, then I have a feeling that a lot of it is going to be Ryan Hurst and Atreus. I don't know that they're going to have like a lot of scenes where they like cut to this, cut to that. I mean, we'll see. Like we didn't even get a trailer, so I don't even know what that's going to look like. I just hope that they just do right by the people. Like Fallout was an absolute banger for a video game adaptation. Like they should be able to do the same thing with God of War. Like they can't fuck up the bag with God of War if like Fallout was good,
Yeah, but Amazon did have Halo also.
No, that was I think Halo was Paramount.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay,
But
never mind. Scratch that.
I mean, needless to say, they're all being produced by the same studios,
So coin flip.
Point flip. Okay. Last news topic, real quick then. So Xbox, since we're all talking about like video games, Xbox has just laid off a ton of people. I heard that Xbox laid off somewhere around like 4,000 plus employees just from like their main studio alone. They dropped a whole bunch of studios in their portfolio that are now also on their own, which is kind of a good thing. Like they let go of some studios for them to either financially support themselves, many of them which already were, or they're leaving it up to other companies to purchase, but they weren't closing studios. So that's a good thing. But it was still a lot of layoffs. They're definitely like cutting a lot of fat right now at Xbox to kind of like get back to the basics of things, like with whoever their new CEO person is. So a lot of layoffs. Carlos, what do you think about Xbox? I know you're not really like into Xbox anymore, other than just Gears of War related stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about it until you told me.
Hmm.
It hasn't popped up on my radar. But yeah, it sucks. It does remind me of like my job kind of, just being as like when I was a contractor. It's just like any day could be your last day at that job. You know, they can get rid of you for nothing, no reason. Just like, hey, we don't need you anymore. Thank you. And now
Yeah.
you're unemployed. You know, you one day you're doing a 12-hour shift, and next day you're just sitting at home, like trying to find another job. So I know the feeling of getting like laid off, and it sucks. So I'm really hoping that they bounce back and they start working again.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy too, dude. Because I remember what was it like, what 5 or 6 years ago, like there were all of these like major, like studio acquisitions, and it's just like Sony and Xbox were going back and forth. Like Sony was just like, well, like we're gonna buy Bungie, and then Halo's like, well, we're gonna buy Activision, and then Sony's like, well, we're gonna maybe buy this studio. Like they were talking about buying up Ubisoft for a second. And then Xbox is like, well, we're gonna buy up Bethesda, and like all of a sudden they just started like absorbing all of these like major companies. And I think at the end of the day, like it hurt Xbox. Like if you think about what kind of exclusives Xbox has put out in the past like 5 years, like you're probably not gonna be able to think of anything. Like obviously they have like their Halo games, they've had their Gears of War games. Like Forza Motorsports is another one that I think is exclusive still to Xbox. But then like everything was still kind of third party. Like technically they own Activision, so everything Call of Duty is still technically made by Xbox. All the Bethesda games, so you have Fallout, you have Doom, you got Wolfenstein, like some of those titles too. But everything was sort of like a mixed bag, and I didn't really see Xbox going anywhere with all their first party stuff. Like everything was just focused on like they're in smaller studios, and like now knowing that they're like cutting a lot of people from their studios, they're releasing a lot of like publishers. Like even on Sony side, Bungie is like tanking now. Like they thought they were like getting the bag when they bought Bungie, and like that whole series of like what was it, Destiny, and then whatever their extraction shooter was, Marathon, that they thought they were gonna like bank on, like those absolutely tanked like immediately. So I don't know, man. To me, it's just more corporate greed stuff that's coming back to bite them in the ass. But at least Xbox is trying to correct the ship, so to speak. Like they're not punishing people, but obviously they did have to let go of a lot of people too. So I guess that's just part of the problem. But I have a feeling they're all going to be able to find jobs just because there's so many independent studios now that are thriving. Like they're all going to be looking for people at the end of the day.
For sure. Yeah, I don't really have much to say on that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know. I know it's a lot. I was actually gonna say too, because I was talking to my homie, and like when you watch the Game Awards or all these reveals, like you see a lot of games coming out from companies that you've never heard of before. And honestly, I think the reason is because so many companies and so many people are getting laid off and dropped. Like they all have to find work. So I see all these games that'll be like from the team that brought you like The Last of Us, or like from the developers that brought you Halo. It's like a new studio formed by the people that blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, because they all got laid off. Like they all either got absorbed into another company, or they decided to like make their own company. So I feel like that's why we see so many new games from developers that we've just never heard of before. It's because they're just all ex devs from like Activision and Respawn and Naughty Dog and all that shit.
I think that was the backstory for Arc Raiders as well.
Mhm.
Because they took a lot of like not gameplay, but like I guess movement wise from like the Star Wars games.
Oh, the Battlefront
Like,
games, right?
yeah, the Battlefront,
Okay.
because they kind of look the same, they move the same. So it's like a lot of the developers from that went into Arc Raiders, and they
Yeah.
kind of, I think they just made it better. Maybe they didn't have like the bosses like breathing down their necks and stuff like that. So they're actually able to have like more free range and do more of what they wanted.
Yeah, so I think with that, I think that's a good thing. The idea that they can just work on the games they want to and not worry about any kind of like publicity or publishing pressure from the bigger studios. Like we still don't really know what's going on with EA. Like ever since EA got made private, like whatever investment company that like bought up Electronic Arts, like we've yet to see the effects trickle down from that too. Because like even when Xbox bought Activision, like it was such a big deal, but it probably took like a good 3-ish years before we started to see sort of like the ripple effects of that acquisition. And like EA, like that whole thing is still pretty new. Like I think that announcement was back in like I don't know, like February or March that they were going to be like bought from like a private company. So I don't even know what that's going to look like right now. So I don't know. That's kind of all I have to say about all that otherwise until more information comes out. So
For sure. Yeah, so before we head out, I want to ask the audience, who do you guys think would be a good Kratos? Let us know in the comments below.
drop it down
Um,
below.
I also did watch Obsession finally.
Yes.
Uh, Even though it was like on a bootleg version, like on a streaming website, I still liked it. I'll watch it again. I want to watch it like in better quality though. But like, yeah, there was a lot of scenes in there that like gave me like the creeps. Which I love those kind of movies. Like, doesn't necessarily have to be like scary, but something that makes you get like goosebumps like while you're watching it is cool. Like it's a cool feeling for
Yeah.
me, I guess.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I still wish you would have seen it with Karen because do you feel
She
like
did watch
after you
it.
watch the movie, you think Karen would have actually been able to watch it? Like it's
She
not
did
like
watch
super
it.
jump scary.
She did watch it.
Oh, she did. Did
Yeah,
you
I
like it
watched it with
too?
her. No, she didn't like it. She hated it.
What? There weren't moments in the show where you two were just like,
No.
there was a little
No.
bit, dude. When me and Michelle watched it, some of the scenes where she started to like act out, I would just be like, I'm like, that's what you do. Like,
No. After the movie, she was just like, that movie was stupid as fuck.
what? Dude,
Yeah,
it's so
she.
good, bro.
But
I thought it was so good.
but she doesn't like scary movies, so
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I mean, to be honest, dude, the quality of the filming, like that's kind of how it was meant to be. Like if you felt like it was sort of like in this super grainy, like hand cam style filming, that's the way it was in the theaters. Like I think it was supposed to feel like that because I've seen. I mean, like I don't want to necessarily spoil anything. Like it's still kind of a new movie, but there's like some scenes in the movie where because of the darkness and the contrast, it kind of adds to like the eeriness. And then when you fix that and correct it through like HD and like 4K, it kind of like removes the sort of like the fear out of it. Like you can kind of see her face a little more clearly in some of the darker scenes. And like, oh, well, that looks kind of weird now, whereas like it was a little like otherworldly when you saw it in theaters or probably like on the stream that you watched. We're like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, why does it look like that, dude? And like we were meant to feel that way.
yeah, I did like it. So it wasn't mostly like the quality, like the visual quality. It was the audio quality. I had to put my TV at like a 90 to be able to hear everything, and then like I couldn't put subtitles, so there was a lot of things I didn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to watch it again with better audio, I guess.
It'll be interesting too because now that you kind of like know and understand sort of like the narrative of the movie, you can kind of like pick things out of the movie now, like when she acts a certain way or when she has like her sort of like her like 180s and like her bipolarness. It makes it kind of more fun to watch because you can kind of see how like Nikki's struggling like in her mind to like feel or act a certain way, and you can kind of see that on the second watch through. So uh, I'm curious what your thoughts are after another walk through or watch. But that was still one of my favorite movies this year.
Yeah, I was gonna rent it, but it was like $20 to rent, like on Amazon Prime, and I was like, I'll stream it. But I'm gonna try to get it on Blu-ray wherever they sell Blu-rays nowadays.
Barnes and Noble.
Probably for like $60.
I know, dude. I know that the whole physical media thing, dude, is taking me out right now, bro. It hurts. It hurts so bad. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of all I got, man. You got anything else, Carlos, before we go out?
So for this weekend, we have Dodgers Yankees. Dodgers already won the first game Saturday, Sunday to wrap up the series. Odyssey just came out Friday, and you have to watch it as Nolan intended on IMAX, because if not, you're gonna miss a lot of the top and bottom of what's going on, and you're not gonna understand the movie. So IMAX. Other than that, on my ESPN app, I got a notification for a football game coming up. It's the Raiders and Cardinals next month. So it's getting back into fantasy football season is coming up real quick in about a month and a half. We're gonna do our get ready for the draft, and yes, Sean is the champion from last year. I still have to get you your new trophy. Your audio went out, bro.
There's my trophy right there. Trophy.
Your doggy. All right. So yeah, so I am excited about that, and that's all I got.
All right, sweet. Well, I don't really have anything else. Thank y'all for joining us on this recent episode of the BroTech Gaming Podcast. I'm Sean. This is Carlos. Please follow us on all our socials, YouTubes, Spotify's, Twitters, if we still do Twitter. Do we still do Twitter? I mean,
we have it, but I haven't put anything on it.
Instagram. But thanks again for listening in. Thanks for watching. We will catch y'all on the next episode.
Bye. Have a good week.
Bye.